Yo, what's good, people? Alito Chumchuma. Yate Bene. My Navajo brothers and sisters. And all other greetings, alright? Ni hao, shisha, and all that good stuff. I just wanted to come on because y'all, some of y'all, Chocolate Mountain, my brother over there, and Phoenix Moon, Tasha, all my sisters, and there's many others, Wild Indian. And I said I was gonna do a platform. I got many things written down. I bought mics and lights and all that, and I got my other room here. It's cleaned out now. I can go ahead and sit up like a studio unless I get a roommate. Um, where I'm gonna really go deep into a lot of things. I'm tired of you individuals who follow the media, and the saddest part is that they're governed and controlled by an outside source. And I talked to a friend of mine who went and decided not to work in New York at CNN. And he divulged some information to me that was very disturbing when he went. And he had got hired. And during the process, and he's kind of scared. And I told him, don't be scared, because I made sure there's about 60, 70 brothers who will watch him better than the police, the feds, and everything. And I told him, I'll put him out there. I can't say how long. So they're watching him. They're not paid. They are quiet. They don't have no TV. I can't say nothing about the phones they use. There's millions all around America. Don't get it twisted. I'm watched. I'm allowed them. I got a smart TV. They can look at me through there. 1973 Accord with the watching people through TV, all that shit. I don't care about that. I wish some of our guys in the feds would, and I know there's some good ones out there, man. I don't know who. I can't say nothing. I'm an Aboriginal. I'm an indigenous. I'm indigenous. Actual indigenous. Not motherfuckers who came here to conquer in 1820 and 1300s and then all of a sudden given an identity by the federal government and they don't even know their real history. And then I go there and I talk about Genghis Khan, the Vatican, blah, 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 blah. And I put all the timelines together and they sit there and go, oh shit, I didn't know that. And I'm like, yeah, because when you got a mama and a grandma and a grandpa, somewhere down the road, great grandpa, somebody made a deal with the federal government and not knowing that he'd be dead and the government knew it and their children be treated like shit. So a lot of you Mongolians love you to death. You from us. But you're not us. I love y'all. I love y'all to death, man. I will fight and die for y'all. I fight and die for any pale skin. I fight and die for any Spaniard. I will fight and die for anyone. But the truth is more important than anything. And we lack truth. We lack responsibility. And I'm not going to bring no hyphens and get all in nitty gritty about this, that, and the other. Because people always want proof. And I'm sitting there going, well, first of all, your life is proven up because it's a lie. Like, if you can't ascertain the lies of your life, now how can you accept and be responsible and receptive in the reception of truth? Yeah, I got many people go, okay, you got some native in you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. You know what? I set 23andMe up. I set those motherfuckers up. I came back 100% Indian. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did, but I knew them motherfuckers weren't gonna play no game with me. With that Negro African bullshit. I laid their ass down because I used to go to the UN. I used to do all these different things and take documents and all that. I got family that look like fucking idiots. Supposed to be intelligent, smart. No, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this page up. I'm going to set up room to podcast, invite numerous friends, Mormons, all kind of people to hold lives, and I'm going to build this up. I'm more of a libertarian, conservative. My ancestors created the Republican Party, obviously for a reason. You had to be indigenous in order to belong. That was hijacked, like so many other things. People want to ignore that history. Library of Congress wanted to cut off the second floor so they can go up there and start fucking with real history. Like the Smithsonian when Homeboy killed his cousin, the one share the world's history of Americas, and the fact that the pyramid of Giza are the youngest pyramids on earth. The oldest one is on Ohio, Wakanda. Fucking come on. There's a very rare mineral that grows in Ohio that the government, the Russia and China, all them motherfuckers don't know nothing about. Except for our government. I can't speak on other things, you know? It's always with this government about blackmail and this, that, and the they're very exact motherfuckers that create everything and the ones doing the worst things, and they feel like, well, nobody's got no video on us, and we're just gonna keep creating it. But they telling themselves, if you read the Talmud and all the other bullshit, for you religious people believe in one God and all that, you've been well indoctrinated and conditioned. There's nothing I can do about that. That's up to you to put boots on the ground and do the research, but most people are happy where they're at because of fake white superiority, some kind of black power struggle. All these crayon colored entities are full of shit. And people run around ignorant, and they think that there's unity and divisiveness and separation. Hell, the liberals took most Negroes because of y'all's dumbass peckerwood mentalities and fake white superiority because you're not superior to shit. How can you take 75 to 85 million of us, regardless of us being divided, and make us a minority? Say you got to hold us by a hand and lead us somewhere, which is pure bullshit, just like the laws. The police running around, the federal laws apply to their asses and federal employees, not to the motherfucker traversing the land. You know, you motherfuckers think it's a game, but you won't study law, you won't study anything, you won't learn nothing, you refuse to accept what could be relevant. Y'all disgust me. All these soy babies and all these designer babies from the 80s and 90s. Pale-skinned girls didn't have booties when I was growing up. Now you got them and you want to act like you the best thing on the planet. Spanish, just another, and no, nigga, you got nigga in you. That's the reason why you look the way you do. I'm saying that to be very bluntly arrogant in my ignorance. No, you have our bloodline. And they did a lot of it. Hell, millions of babies. I mean, the documents are there if you want to go and research them. Well, I got a PDF, download them and share them before they destroy them. But they destroy plenty. But the information is there. Do the fucking work, will you? You lazy sons of bitches always want a handout. You don't know shit from anything. You don't know who is the real Indian. Everybody comes from here. The lepers were put away in Moleka. They were put away in the Great Wall. Fuck the Great Wall of China, the original wall, protected by well, Hannibal betrayed Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great and his grand armies protected them, and after he betrayed them, then we had the Desert Devil. Yeah, a bunch of young pale-skinned brothers and sisters, lepers. But the thing about leprosy is it's not a color thing. It's with everybody. But y'all were the first cursed. And you in great numbers. Our children, our relatives. Leprosy is not only on the outside. You clean all that up. It's on the inside. And you started killing and eating everything. Not our ways. Not to eat life, the flesh. It's being proven over and over and over that a vegan lifestyle is the way to go. And some of y'all are just too ignorant to even see otherwise because you have leprosy in the heart and the mind. Leprosy is still within you. And you won't recognize it. And the doctors won't tell you the truth because they don't give a fuck. Just because they become vegans and cleaned up and everything don't mean leprosy don't exist. It's in the energy. Taking our grand stories and made Abel and Cain, made all this other shit and all this other bullshit. Growth of wood grows in America. Tar pits, go to Louisiana. Take your ass over to Georgia and Florida. I don't want to hear no more about this bullshit. I really don't. Florida always existed. There was no swamp. The lies of history, the grand trees of the east, the Amazon, the true Amazon, the grand trees still well over damn near almost a mile high. Chopped them all down and had to get rid of that history. Led by the Zionists. They talk to something. Let me tell you something about the earth. There's a darkness that speaks. You gather all the real trees, not these saplings that we see now, and they call the forest. And one tree in the midst of that sapling is the whisperer, the talker. Will be taken as the betrayer to the other trees. But what this tree is seeking is the life and longevity of the truth of the trees amongst it. We can use Avatar as a hyperbole, And it's the spirit tree, or the energy tree, or the balance, the harmony, whatever the fuck word you want to use. Spirit, for one, is to help you out. Do the research, all you great-minded motherfuckers, special forces, whatever the fuck you are. Spirit connotates something that's less than. It doesn't mean the greater. We talk about Simeon Toko and the maid, the so-called maid Marian, and a few other individuals who did the same thing all over. And there's 20 other individuals, well, maybe less and more, for you to do the research. Well documented historically. And y'all can't wait for these motherfuckers to come back, the unknowing, because you think that you are the best walking around your little brush-ass egos. Well, let me help you out. Everything ain't butter. Smoothly laid on toast. That little puddle you stood in, you was drowning in that puddle because it was not a puddle. It was a manhole. Enough to keep you under. And all the bubbles you keep blowing are beyond dreams. And yet nobody has pulled your ass above it. And fuck all that drown proof and all that other dumb shit. I'm talking about the reality of the world you live in. People travel the world to kill and this, that, and other, and learn little tidbits of history. No, my objective was to learn truth about the doggone, the Messiah, this, that, and other. Over here, 1820, the Spaniards and the Mongolian herds. They came to conquer the Caliphs. And they called our people, our ancestors, the Anasazi, their enemies. And then to build suits and ends, we don't label and name shit. It's language. I can speak straightforward where I cut out a lot of the middle words, but you wouldn't understand because your motherfuckers are so gravitated towards the spells the curses put upon you. We practice hoodoo here. I'm deep in that. It's power in it. Power, I don't understand the power that hurts me sometimes because I'm weak. A lot of you motherfuckers, because you keep following these false ass, but you don't even know what the organic constitution is, and that applies to you. And these lying constitutionists and these lying motherfuckers, you don't even know how to listen and rise above the occasion. You don't fuck what you did overseas, and because you made it through buds, Green Beret, you hiked 21 miles. I don't give a fuck about none of that. There's a whole lot of us that don't. Die the same. It's time for people to wake up and become a family and clear that leprosy from your heart. That's all for now.